All right, we're going to start factoring. What does GCF stand for?
Greatest common factor.
Greatest common factor. What does that mean? If I have a number 12 and I have a number 16, what's the greatest common factor to those two numbers? 4. Okay? Our greatest common factor would be 4. Many ways to do this. Hopefully the way that most of you choose, you just look at it and you know. But if you don't know, you can always break them down like this, you know. What are the factors of 12? Well, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, and the factors of 16 are 1 and 6, 2 and 8, and 4 and 4. So you go through and you see what the common factor is, and it's 4. Okay? That makes sense? So if I ask you to find the greatest common factor, we'll do one more number before I move on. How about 28 and 98? Find the greatest common factor of those two numbers. Anywho, okay, what is the greatest common factor of 28 and 98? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Feigl? Is it 4? I don't know. CGF? GCF. You're going with 4? Well, let's find out. 28 and 98. Bam, 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 bam. 1 and 28. 2 and 14. 3 and what? 3 doesn't go into there. 4 and 7. Okay, 98. That's a big number. 1 and 98. 2 and 49. Does 3 go into it? No. Does 4 go into it? 4 goes into it how many times? Well, I don't know. Let's go by 4. So that's 2. That's 8. Bring down the 18. I'm not sure how 4 goes into 18. So I don't think 4 goes into that. So does 5 go into it? No. Does 6 go into it? Well, I don't know. Well, let's figure out. 98 and 6. 1, 6. That brings down the 8. That doesn't work. Anything else? Let's try 7. Okay? Okay, we'll try 7. 7 and a 14. So what's my greatest common factor? 14. There you go, Michael, you're close. You just had to put a 1 in front of your 4 and you're there.
I never got 14 and then I said 1, 2, 4, 28.
Got to keep going. You got to try all those numbers. You don't want to leave any out. They have feelings too. Okay? So. Oh! Now, let's say I wanted to find the greatest common factor of 4 and 16. Everyone right now can tell me what it is. What is it? 4. No problem, okay? The problem comes up is when I do something like this. X squared y, 16x to the cube y squared. So I ask, what is the GCF? Okay? So, let's keep this simple and easy. First thing you do is a non-variable called the coefficient. You've already told me. What's the greatest common factor of 4 and 16? 4. Now we look at the variables, aka the letters. Okay? I'm looking at the x's first. And this is where you have to remember, I want the greatest number of x's that is in both of them. The easiest way to do it is you look at the exponent and you take the smallest number. So I have a 2 here and I have a 3 here. What's the greatest number of x's in both of them? 2. Okay. Now I look at the y's. I have 1 y here, 2 y's there. What's the greatest number of y's in both of them? 1. And that is your GCF. Okay? Does that make sense? Now the question is, how do we do that with factoring? Well, it's pretty easy because all I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4x squared y minus 16x cubed y squared. And I'm going to give myself some more room there. And then I'll just say, factor the following. And all we're doing is doing the distributive property in reverse. We bring the GCF out. And what was the GCF? Squared. Okay. Now, factoring is nothing but dividing. Okay. What is 4 divided by 4? Okay. I had 2 x's and I pulled out 2. I have no x's left here. Okay. I had 1 y, I pulled 1 out. I have no y's. Minus. What is 16 divided by 4? Okay, I had 3 x's and I pulled 2 out. How many do I have left? 1. I had 2 y's. I pulled 1 out. How many am I left with? And that is factoring by using the GCF. You should have had this last year. You're remembering it now? No? Okay. This is factoring GCF. I'm going to give you another one to do. This one is yours. I'm going to give you an 8. I'm going to give you an 8 to the third b squared plus 24 a to the fifth b. And I'm going to tell you to factor this. So I want you to factor this. Find the GCF. Pull it out. So I'm going to factor this by using the GCF. Well, I'm going to look at the numbers first. What's the greatest common factor of 8 and 24? 8. Let me give you a hint. I always see if the little number goes into the big number. 8 goes into both of them. Okay. Now I'm going to look at my A's. Here I have 3, here I have 5. What's the greatest number of A's in both of them? Trace. 3. Okay, I have 2 B's here, I have 1 B here. The greatest number of B's in both of them is just 1. Okay? And then I put my parenthesis, and I keep the sign the same. What is 8 divided by 8? Uno. And I always put the 1 there because I have no idea what else is coming. I had 3 A's. I took all the A's out. I had 2 B's. I took 1 out. So I'm left with a B. At this point, I erase my 1. What is 24 divided by 8? 3. Okay, I had 5 A's. I took 3 of them out. What am I left with? 2 A's. I had a B. I took the B out. And that is your answer. Who had that? Oh, that's not as many hands as I wanted. Okay, let's try one more. I don't know, Cassie, give me a number. 26. L to the third, M to the second, plus 39, L squared, M squared. Factor that one. So we look at the numbers first. Nikki, what's the common factor 26 and 39? I didn't hear what she said. Did she say 13?
No.
Did she say 13?
I did not say 13.
Oh. Well, it's 13. Okay, letters. How many L's? What's the greatest common factor of the L's?
2.
2 L's. M.
Square.
M squared. Very good. Put my parenthesis. Put my sign. 26 divided by 13 is 2. I had 3 L's. I took 2 away. I'm left with an L. I took the M's out. 39 divided by 13 is 3. I had 2 L's. Took them away. I had 2 M's. Took them away. Boom. I forgot a parenthesis. How many people had that? Oh. Okay.